Yo, yo, is this damn thing on? Are we live? We are live. Wait for people to file in, see if my mic's working and all that shit. What's good, everybody? How are we doing on this fine Monday afternoon? I see somebody just popped in the stream. Let me get my comments back. There. OTS Tribal Queen is first in the venue. First to comment. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Hope everybody's doing good today. It's a nice sunny day here on the West Coast. Not sure what the weather's like in y'all's neck of the woods, but I hope y'all are staying safe. Just trying to bring up Monday Night Raw real quickly. A lot of news going on today, huh? What do y'all want to talk about? Oh, I was just starting. Sorry, Chad, I haven't eaten all day. So I'm going to be eating real quick before, just right here at the beginning. Sorry if you hear me eating and it's annoying. Bailey's tweeting right now to cancel Night of Champions. Straight up. Straight up. Throw that one up. Patrick Palmer in the building. What's good, dog? I can always count on you to show up, my friend. I appreciate you. Starting off with good old number two. Number two, what do you mean, Jen? Sorry, I gotta minimize my screen and get this all situated for this stream. Whoa, whoa. I really hate this song. I don't like this faction. How do y'all feel about this faction? I'm not a fan. I am not a fucking fan. Did I just shut off my stream? Is that what happened here? Oh no, here we go. Of course, Otis comes in here to gloat. Huh. Congrats, bro. You got an asterisk by your championship, though. It ain't legit, in my opinion. Halliburton snapped his Achilles, and y'all wouldn't have gotten through OKC had Steph Curry not been taken out, so that y'all could give your Shea Gilgeous-Alexander even more awards than he already racked up. But congratulations to the Oklahoma City Thunder. That was a good series. The teams were pretty evenly matched. I never would have thought OKC would win a championship without KD, Westbrook, and Harden. That's crazy. Yeah, tired of forced actions. Facts, Jen. Factual information. I have to, I didn't set the stream up right, so I gotta open a new Chrome tab so I can overlay. It. Whoa. Give me 2 more seconds to bring Raw back up. Who's good old number two? Are you talking about Seth Rollins? I don't know what you mean by good old number two. What up? What up, Yuri? Thank you for joining. Thank y'all for joining. Otis, you still here, or did you just come in to say Oklahoma City, baby, and then you left? Because I'll block you straight up. God damn, this is cringe already. Is it me? Tell me how y'all feel about this. Has Bronson Reed, I mean, not Bronson Reed, but actually both of them, Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, but specifically Braun Breaker. Has Braun Breaker lost most of his aura by joining this faction? I feel like he's got no more charisma. He looks like a follower, a lackey. Like, I don't think he even needed Paul Heyman. I think he was doing fine on his own. Night of Champions canceled. That's what we want. They're chanting for CM Punk. How about Roman Reigns? Is he alive? Where is my tribal chief? Oh, now he's wearing a wallet chain and black leather. Nice. Seth Rollins. You're an absolute toolbox, bro. Let me bring up y'all's chat. Okay. Whose YouTube channel is gone? Who are y'all talking about? Oh, Scripps. I think he's under a different name now because I swear I saw a super chat in JD's last week that said, what did it say? Something about a script. When I was like, did Scripps change his name? But flip the script. Yeah, that's what the name was, Kai. I was wondering if that's what if that's him. I know, right, Jen? Braun has lost so much aura to me being with this lackey faction. Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes. Huh? You're crazy, fool. Look at dumbass Bronson Reed agreeing when they were feuding last year. This is dumb. The future of the company might have half the roster if y'all don't cancel Night of Champions. Twenty 2025 is the worst year for pro wrestling and in the world. Yeah, it's been pretty dog shit. Comparing it to last year, for sure, this year has been a complete ass. Wrestling's been complete dog water. I agree. Oh, Knight's coming over to Raw tonight. Watch. How to be a Rollins lackey. 1. Stand around while the guy talks. Check. 2. Beat people up randomly. Check. 3. Establish nothing more than you were before. Check. Not impressed. Check. Yeah. That sums it up nicely. So how does this all end? With these two behemoths becoming a tag team and attacking Seth Rollins? Hellfire Kai. All the McDonald's where I live removed their play places about 10 years ago. There hasn't been a play place in a McDonald's where I live in a very long time. They didn't have iPads in there, but no, Jen, not too soon. I liked it. How to be a Rollins lackey. I agree. Oh God, are we getting Goldberg tonight? Oh my God. I gotta sit up on my slouch, but I'm comfortable. Oh shit, I fell back even farther. What the actual fuck is going on with the chair? No, it's not. It's a goddamn contract that gives you a gimme title shot where so you don't have to earn it. Shut the fuck up. Penta! I was calling him Oldberg last week, Jen. Me and Jen, more often than not, have like the same wrestling brain when it comes to a lot of things. I know we differ in certain areas, like about CM Punk and who the greatest of all time might be, and that's all subjective. Like everybody's got their own, and that's fine. But when it comes to the current creative side of things, me and Jen are usually like, I pick up what she's putting down. Jen, so to your point, when my son was little, I took him to a play place. I think it was a Burger King play place. When I tell you he got deathly ill, one of the sickest times he ever had as a child. I don't remember if it was a staph infection or sinus infection. He got some sort of infection from playing at the Burger King play place, and he was sick as fuck. And I never took him to a play place again after that. He was about 4 years old. I took him to the park. Even like the play places at the park aren't that disgustingly dirty. I don't know what it was about the fast food ones, but never let him jump in a ball pit ever again after that. Oh, we got a super show in Mexico now. So AEW marks are going to say that WWE is copying AEW, right? Completely forgetting about Worlds Collide, even though it wasn't in Mexico. This super show is going to be dope. Is this the first time that WWE is in Mexico? Because a super show means they're getting a SmackDown and a Raw, right? Or a pay per view too. I don't know. Jen, you're not a fan of Penta? Yuri, you too? I've been on a gluten free diet. Well, not today. I'm cheating on it, but I've been eating a lot of grilled chicken, a lot of salad, a lot of green leaf vegetables, a shitload of broccoli, gluten-free pancakes. If I want any kind of baked good that involves flour, it's all been gluten-free this year. It ain't the greatest, but yeah, I feel better for sure. That's awesome. Stick with it, bro. I didn't realize you were on the same diet. That's awesome. Uh, how's the weather where y'all living? What's New York like, Jen? Are y'all pissing buckets of rain or is it hotter than balls today? I'm assuming it's a hot day. It's hot as hell here. The first 2 days of summer here over the weekend, Friday and Saturday, we had maybe 2 days of rain all spring. I don't remember a springtime here in Oregon where it didn't rain continuously from the month of March until June. We had rain maybe 3 days, and I was saying to my buddies a few weeks ago, if we don't get rain soon, fire season's going to start before summer starts. And then the first 2 days of summer, it was a torrential downpour. I'm talking it rained harder than it has all year. But today it's hotter than balls. AEW had a ratings bump with that Mexican Grande Slam burrito. A ratings bump? Are you talking about the white bump that Tony Khan snorts every week? Because I would agree with you. AEW had a big old bump. Huh? I didn't watch it. I didn't watch a single second of that show. Whoever's putting fake tan on Braun Breaker is also using the same fake tan on Paul Heyman. Maybe they're rubbing each other down. Who knows? I could see that. It's 2025. We got Jey Uso versus Cody Rhodes in the main event. Yay. That should be a really that should be match of the year. Said no one. Where are we at tonight? Where is Raw located from tonight? All I know is I watched somebody on Collision. Not I wasn't watching Collision. It was a clip posted on Twitter. Anyways, I was listening to Braun Breaker speak without a microphone for some strange reason. My man, how do you come into a stream? What up? JB, you live on the other side of the planet. Let's not forget. So don't have any clue that you've been joining my lobbies. I was on COD all day yesterday. I've not seen your name pop up on my friends list in at least a week. If I memorized the time difference between me and where I live on the West Coast in Australia, then it would probably be easier for me to link up with you. But I haven't even seen you on COD in yeah, like I said, it's been a while. It's been a while. How you doing, bro? Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you coming in. Hope you're doing good. I've got stuff I want to. I got a lot I want to get off my chest. Chat. Where is Raw tonight? Does anybody know what city they're in? That was kind of a cool spot where he went over the rope and landed over the top of Braun Breaker's shoulders. I've never seen that done before. That was kind of cool. Oh, Braun's got a cousin? Damn, he splatted on the floor and fucking Breaker didn't catch him. Ow, he either bruised his tailbone or tore his hamstring, one of the two. Well, show the move. I hate that they cut off the slow mo and go to commercial. That's something TKO's been doing since they went to Netflix, bro. Shit pisses me off. Raw is in Columbus, Ohio, huh? He's probably calling Braun Breaker a pinche pendejo right now before he throws him into the ring for not catching him. I would. I would do the same thing. I'm glad you guys joined. My I don't know how my like when I create a stream on StreamYard, I don't ever go to YouTube and look at my own channel to see what my notification looks like. So I don't know what it says when you guys see that I'm gonna go live, but I was hoping to get some folks in here. JB Palmer, if you guys are on Twitter, Yuri, shoot, that's where I fucked up actually. I meant to see. I'm not good at this streaming thing yet. I forgot to put out a tweet saying that I was going to be live. I don't even know how do I put a YouTube link for my stream on Twitter? I just realized I don't even know how to do that. It's probably something really important I should learn. I was hoping to get some people in here because I don't want, if the description on my notification is visible, I don't want people to think that I was trying to talk politics tonight about what's going on with the other side of the world and Night of Champions and the WWE production crew that is now stranded over in Qatar because all the planes have been grounded and they can't get to Riyadh. And Coachman put out a tweet today saying that he's got a friend over there that's deathly afraid because he can't get home. He can't. Everyone's freaking out over there, and my goal wasn't to talk politics because not to be a dickhead, but I'm just going to be completely honest. I don't give a fuck what people's political beliefs are. Most of the shit I see coming from the left side and the right side is complete and utter ignorance. Um, my goal was to get people's opinions on what WWE should do about Night of Champions. Solid Monster blocked me for calling him Frankenstein. Well, why'd you call him Frankenstein? That wasn't very nice. That was not very nice, sir. Did y'all see the tweet today of Seth Rollins at the doing the little punching machine where you punch the bag and it shows you the meter of how hard you punch and the number goes up? My 20-year-old son literally punches harder than Seth Rollins. I'm not even lying. When my son punches that bag, it gets into the high 800s, sometimes 900s. Seth Rollins was like 642. I laughed my ass. I had to tweet about that. I had to tweet that my son punches harder than Seth. Did y'all see how John Cena did it? And he kayfabe punched like how he punches in real life, and he wouldn't punch it for real. He said he's never hit anybody for real in 25 years, and he kind of bowed at the crowd that was watching him and walked off. This is a cool drone shot right here. God damn. I mean, what a way to open up Raw with a 15-minute long fucking wrestling match. Like, just hold him down. Don't let him do anything. Like, come on, man. What a way to kill a crowd. God bless you, Columbus. You're trying. I'll give you that. Aha! I choked on my vape when I tried to do aha. JB, this is a real catch 22 about your question. Real catch 22. Can they both lose? Can somebody come out and just fuck them both? I don't want Hangnail to win. I don't. As much as I don't like Moxley and this Death Rider shit that's been dragging on for the better course of 10 months, I can't sit here and say yes. I want Moxley to lose to Hangnail. Oh, I was saying earlier, I saw a clip of Collision. Some dickhead with black hair and a big old blonde patch in the front, curly blonde in the front, was acting like Timu Braun Breaker. And he was sprinting around the ring, and he went to do a spear, and then he completely fucking botched the move. It was one of the stupidest looking things I've ever seen, and I'm like, why are they doing that? I don't even know who the guy was that did the move. Well, yeah, they're gonna keep up appearances, Jen, until they make a decision for sure. If there's even a decision to be made, I'm guessing they're gonna. I'm guessing that they're gonna go through with the show. Prince is about to get speared out of his skin. Wow, Braun Breaker took that. Yep. Wow. Did you see when Statlander pushed Wheeler and he acted like he went flying into the wall when she barely even pushed him? That shit was so lame, bro. I saw that on Twitter last night. Shit was stupid. Wheeler Yuta, how the fuck can you see where you're walking with that hair in your face, bro? You don't look tough. You look like a goof. Oh my god. What's funny about these two, Braun Breaker and Penta, when their theme music both hits, I can't tell who's who. I swear the intros to their songs are identical. I agree. I agree, Queen. And if you think about the way Hangman's been booked, he's booked to lose every time. So I'm hoping that continues because I'd rather, and I don't really, I shouldn't say I would rather because I don't even watch the piece of shit product that it is. But I would rather have Darby be champion because at least Darby has some charisma and he takes risks. Um, there's no substance to Hangnail Adam Page's character that kids can look up to and latch onto, in my opinion. Okay, so Seth saying that to Penta now ensures that Penta is going to be on some sort of faction that's going to go against Seth. Why is Corey Graves dressed like Donald Trump? Bro, her shoulder. Watching that in slow motion still is like, it makes me cringe. Poor Liv Morgan. Hope she gets well soon. Now Dom's injured? Facts, JB. Look around, find out. What am I munching? Chicken strips. I'm done now, though. Sorry if it was loud and annoying. What the f not the fucking Judgment Day versus the New Day again, bro. Do you hear the crowd just, instantly get killed when they announce that match? Nobody wants to fucking see that shit again, man. Nobody. Oh god. This is just getting worse as we go on. Goldberg. Yeah, man. This is bad. Fuck around, find out for sure. You know, they've been recycling this four horsewomen matches with Charlotte and Becky and Bailey for quite a number of years now, bro. It's so old. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna cancel Night of Champions. They should though, just to be safe. Or not cancel it, but just move it. Yeah, I know Goldberg, bro. It's bad. What do you mean, What do you mean, Jen? I almost called you JD because I was reading you type JD on the comment. I don't agree with JD about Hangman TA Page about how he should win, how he should beat Moxley. I think that's what she's referring to at All In. Look at you notice how they don't show Goldberg like moving too much, walking or anything. They show the little pyro explosions, and then they cut to footage from like 30 years ago when he could actually get to the ring without limping. Atlanta, Georgia. If we've got a Night of Champions page, this is confusing because I keep thinking that they're advertising for this match for Night of Champions, and then I remembered that it's for Saturday night's main event. It's not for Night of Champions. So why are we advertising this? Well, there's a pay per view. This is the go home show for a pay per view in 6 days. Can somebody help me understand? Mike Punk said he can't reach a target. Do you mean in terms of audience, Jen, or what do you mean by he can't reach a target? Do do do. Nobody wants to hear you interview Bill Goldberg, sir. Am I right? All he said was, "I hope that Goldberg is a better father to you than he was a professional wrestler. He didn't say shit about Goldberg's family. This is stupid. This is stupid. As a bystander who got a free front row seat. No, you weren't a bystander, you fucking buffoon. A verbal assault. What are you, a puss cookie? Man. Goldberg's washed. Why were you embarrassed? Michael Coleslaw. I never in his entire career thought to call him Michael Coleslaw. That's hilarious, Jen. That's a good one. Michael fucking Coleslaw. I know. This is you could barely step foot into that ring. You barely got both feet in that ring. Goldberg said he's gonna beat the fuck out of Gunther. Exact quote. You couldn't beat your way out of a wet paper bag, you old fucking fossilized buffoon. Oh Lord. That's what Saturday night's main event's gonna be. That's awful. Actually terrible. How did Dom get injured? By posting a picture with Trish Stratus? Roxanne is facing Jade Cargill in a Queen of the Ring qualifier. I don't think she's making it. We'll cross that bridge when it comes, Finn Balor says. Yeah, guess what's gonna So based off of what Finn Balor just said, this is what's gonna happen. Roxanne's about to lose this match. So she ain't even gonna be factored into the Queen of the Ring tournament or the Queen of the Ring match at Night of Champions. So what Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis are going to determine is that by way of Freebird rule, Roxanne will take Liv's place as the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. Duh. Jen's off to take a piss. Jade Cargill is now wearing just women's panties to the ring. She ain't even wearing like tights anymore. They're just fucking straight up underwear. Roxy gonna take it easy on her and put her 4 moves over. The 4 moves of doom. Someone's in my chat that ain't speaking. Type in my chat, whoever you are. There's 4 people talking, but there's 5 people in here, so someone's just got their eyes on me and they ain't saying nothing. Who's lurking? I appreciate you. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. Oh, I call them out and they leave that quickly. Crazy. Crazy. The camera just cut her off. Oh yeah, it's gonna be Jade Cargill versus Asuka. 8 a.m. on the West Coast? Is that what he just said? Did he just say 8 a.m. on the West Coast? I mean, Jade Cargill looks really good in that outfit. I ain't gonna lie. Especially from the backside. Good Christ on a cross. Holy fuck. Jeez. Roxanne coming out to crickets. I really like Roxanne Perez, though. I think this is a bad booking decision. If she wins, if she somehow wins tonight's match, how is she gonna? Well, either woman. Now that I think about it, Roxanne is still pretty new in the business. Jade Cargill's not a mat technician. Who's gonna keep up? Which one of these two girls is gonna keep up with Asuka? Holy shit! I don't agree with these two. Either of these two going against Asuka at all. Now, maybe something weird's gonna happen because it seems obvious there's a discrepancy in size and in strength with these Stephanie McMahon's music. The Queendom where the queens bow down. Why are they playing Stephanie McMahon's music? Uh-oh. Who's back there? Is that Becky? Is that Becky Lynch behind him? Let me read some of your comments. All right, 6 people up in this bitch. Welcome. Hit that like button, please. Hope you're having a good night. We are just talking about this goofy Queen of the Ring booking. Yuri says Roxanne can get it. I think it's too soon to put Stephanie back here at WrestleMania 42. They're overexposing her already. I'm already getting tired of seeing her. She's everywhere on social media. I can't get 5 minutes without seeing something about Stephanie Becker. And she's amazing. She's great. What a great find that WWE got by signing her. I mean, there's no denying her presence, her skill level. She's really good, and WWE needed somebody like her. But I mean, WWE beats. They find something that everybody likes, and then they just overexpose it and beat it to death until nobody wants it anymore. So Otis says he appreciates it. Hooli appreciates what? I'm confused. What does Otis appreciate? Okay, so something weird could happen. Judgment Day could come out and help Roxanne win, but let's say that happens. I mean, we get to Night of Champions. They better not have Jade win and then do a squash match with Asuka. They better fucking not. They better not. Damn, I said somebody was lurking in my chat and everybody left. Crazy. Appreciate those of you that stayed. Roxanne's kind of got a booty on her. I never really noticed that before. I just like her character. I like there's just something about her. But physically, I'm not attracted to her, but I just think that she's going to be something. She's got something about her that I can't really describe. Yeah, agree. The crowd feels the same way. Like they like to cheer Jade because she's got the great entrance and she looks amazing. And then the match starts and everybody goes silent. How are they going to have the word prodigy blasted all over Roxanne's butt cheeks and then book her in a losing match? She didn't drop kick the knee. She drop kicked the steel step, and that was blatantly obvious. Oh my god. Oh, y'all are on commercial? I'm not seeing any commercials. They're still wrestling for me. Roxanne is telling Jade right now, "I'm the queen of the ring," and she just she just grabbed Jade and rolled her into the ring. For those of you on a commercial break, and now Roxanne's in the ring. Jade's on her back, and Roxanne is putting her in a figure four. It was like she started to do a half figure four, and then she jumped into the air and slammed down on Jade Cargill's knee. So Roxanne looks to be in control of the match for the time being. Smoke break. Roxanne is continuing to work the knee of Jade Cargill. Now she looked at the crowd and said, "That's why I'm the prodigy," and everybody's booing her. Did you guys see the tweet of Zilla Fatu standing in line waiting to meet Randy Orton at Fanatics Fest, marking out like a kid? That shit was pretty cool. Oh, she is bending Jade Cargill's knee around the bottom ring rope in a way that looked pretty painful. My whole setup is a mess, chat. I'm gonna upgrade my streaming equipment soon. I'm gonna get 2 monitors so that way I don't have to keep figuring out how to open different pages and shrink them all down and fit them all into the same one screen. Hopefully Rox bends her ego too. I'm not sure there's any bending of Jade Cargill's ego. That seems to be made out of titanium, adamantium, whatever Kevlar, whatever shit they use is bulletproof. Okay, you guys should be back from commercial now. Roxanne's throwing uppercuts to Jade in the ring, in the corner. Oh shit! Nice move, Roxanne. Patrick, if you're here, what did you mean when you said Otis says he appreciates it? When I said congrats about the Thunder? This camera's pissing me off. Sorry, Chad. I'm trying to get this situated. Roxanne got a sleeper on Jade. He mentioned it as a shout out. Is this match been longer than Penta and Braun Breaker? What the fuck? We're already in the second hour. There's been 2 fucking matches. Wake me up when it's over, chat. They never said JB. Roxanne's got the moves. Oh. That was a similar move to what Alexa Bliss does. With that cartwheel. You know how they are, JB. Nobody follows up the stories. All the dirt sheet reporters are fucking politicians today, acting like they know what's going on with Night of Champions and what WWE is doing about it and stuff. Silly. Pop rocks. Nope. Jade Cargill counters with a bicycle kick. Cargill up. Picked her up. Power bombed her. Picked her up again. Nope. She couldn't do it. Finish her. Jaded. Jade Cargill versus Asuka. Night of Champions. Shocker. Claps for Roxanne for looking believable, at least in this match. She didn't get squashed. She looked a lot more believable against Jade Cargill than I thought she was going to look. I feel a comment coming from Jen in about 5 seconds. But yeah, this is. So what are they going to have her squash Asuka? Because they can't put her in a wrestling match with Asuka. Asuka just came back. Are they going to give her Queen of the Ring? She's been back for 2 minutes. She ain't even been back long enough to eat a bowl of cereal yet. Oh, this is the part of the show where my fucking head starts to itch. Oh, Asuka's music just hit. Uh-oh. Asuka's coming out, chat. Asuka is coming out. There she is. One of the real queens of WWE. Asuka looks younger and younger every time I see her. She keeps getting procedures done. When she joined NXT Black and Gold, she looked like she was about 45 years old. She looks like she's about 25 now. Please, wrestling gods, may Asuka win the match. Monday Night Raw is on at 3 in the afternoon, my time next week. Why? Fucking 3 p.m. Unbelievable. So we've got Asuka versus Jade Cargill, just like we all thought. Terrible booking. Oh, letters, one word. Stupid. So that's why we got the 30-minute interview with, or the little whatever interview with Michael Colgen. So Goldberg's not going to be here tonight in the crowd. We're not going to see him live, thankfully. I'm glad they got the Goldberg shit out of the way early then. They're showing Goldberg. Goldberg looks the same age at his debut in 1997 as he does now, bro. He looked old then. Oh yeah, Hugh Morris. I remember watching this match live. Bill DeMott. Michael Cole, you just fucking ruined it, dude. Goldberg early in the interview said it was his retirement match. Well, depending on what happens, if he doesn't win the World Heavyweight Championship, you explaining that just gave it away. Dirty Dizzle. Come on, man. Nobody boos as loud for him anymore. What was that? Huh? Can somebody explain to me what the fuck just happened? I'm genuinely confused, chat. I'm genuinely fucking confused. What? I don't understand what that promo just was. They needed to kill 30 seconds of time? Or, please don't show Tom Brady and Eli Manning. Oh yeah, DJ Khaled was there. Nice. Diddy's fluffer. Good job, WWE. Good job. Was that not the weirdest promo, Patrick? That just happened. That was a weird ass promo. They had James Harden dressed as Hulk Hogan at Fanatics Fest. So this is what they're doing with Natalia and all the ass kicking she's doing in the other promotion and online with her new like hardcore gimmick. They're putting her in a tag team with Maxine Dupree. Jesus Christ. Uh-oh. I'm actually down with Rusev versus Sheamus. I think that could be a something a long term kind of feud if they do it right. Gunther. Yeah, Jen, they did. Tom Brady came out with like a championship belt over his shoulder, and he's trying to hype the crowd up, and he's got sunglasses on. He's doing this shit with his hands, and it was so cringe. And then Eli Manning comes out and jumps on his back, riding him like a camel. Pause. It was terrible. Did she just call Gunther Goldberg? I swear it just sounded like she said Goldberg. You have a go home show on Saturday, and you're advertising more for Saturday night's main event on this show. Yeah, agreed, Jen. And if you heard what Michael Cole said earlier when he was talking about it, Goldberg said earlier in my interview it was his retirement match. Well, that depends on what happens in the match, obviously. I'm gonna go refill my drink, chat. I'm still on the headset. I'm just gonna be away from the screen for a moment. Please stay with me. I know how some of y'all are too. Y'all gonna leave and have me talking to myself, aren't you? I'm gonna come back to one viewer. Don't leave. I'll be able to smell if you leave or not. At the end of the day, you guys are wrestling fans. That was a joke, by the way, chat. I'm just kidding. You can leave if you want. Yeah, Gunther. Talk your shit, homie. Hell yeah. I like this fired up promo from Gunther. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah. Good shit, Gunther. Yeah. He came out fired up, short, and to the point. That's what we like to see, chat. Like WWE, like booking a show with a game plan, with a purpose, right? That was filler bullshit. That was a great promo. That was a killer promo by Gunther. They didn't conspire to work together. Becky's. What is going on with this show? It's all over the place. None of this shit makes sense. They're cutting off promos and going to other promos. This is weird. This is hella weird. Or am I tripping? Ow! Damn, I just cut my hand open. God damn it. Carrying cross now? Do. Coming back, chat. Ow. Gunther saying Sammy ain't never gonna be jack shit. Oh, he hit him! Oh shit, son. What? He punched him right in front of Scarlett. I will say this, chat. Scarlett looks better in her current form than she did with blonde hair. Oh, fuck, that hurt. Exactly, Michael Cole. You're correct, sir. Becky Lynch is cooked. Do 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 do. Did you see that today? Karrion Kross got 2 new shirts put up on WWE Shop. Ah, puss cake. I do think that this evolution is going to be better than the first one. I do think that. How are y'all feeling about that? Big knockers, main. I could see the silicone bumping around. Wait, who are we talking about? I'm lost. What big knockers? Oh, I missed a bunch of comments. Sorry, I gotta scroll up. Holy shit. I really do believe that, Patrick. That first evolution was trash to me. It wasn't good. Jen, Jen, are you there? No. Are these the same coils? She doesn't want to talk about evolution. Okay. Alrighty then. Championship. Damn it. California. West Side. Really representing us out here on the fucking Pacific Standard Time Zone. That's what's up. Becky Lynch. Oh, I got 8 people in here. Welcome in, everyone. How we all doing tonight? Hope you're having a good evening. We're trying to get through this fucking slow episode of Raw. Thank you for joining in. If you're new, if you just joined, I'd appreciate if you hit that like button. Share the stream out, please, on social media. You're doing me a huge favor if you do that for me. Every time I talk about new people in here, then half the chat leaves. Very funny how that always happens. Will you do me a favor and watch the NASCAR Chicago street race in 2 weeks, bro? Aren't you from Australia? What the fuck are you doing watching American NASCAR garbage? You call that racing? I call that dude's bored going around in a big circle for fucking 6 hours, bro. Holy shit, do you hate me, JB, or something? I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, dog. I did watch Isle of Man though, and saw that dude crash. I do like watching me some motorcyclists riding at 200 miles an hour around blind corners at breakneck speeds. Isle of Man is pretty fun. If you haven't watched that, I recommend looking up Isle of Man videos on YouTube. Holy shit, them guys are actually insane. Becky Lynch wearing that hideous oversized scarf in a cross-country heat wave. It is kind of weird that it's fucking summertime and she's wearing winter clothes. Oh, she's wearing black leather like her husband. They're matching? Is that what's going on here? They got Seth and Becky coming out wearing the same outfits now. Wait, NASCAR? It's not in circles? It's not doing a loop? Okay. Remind me as we get closer to the event, bro, because it's NASCAR. It's not on my radar, so I'll miss it unless you remind me. Send me a tweet or remind me in JD's like the night or two before or whatever. Okay, there's the Night of Champions ad Saturday, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. So far, WWE is full steam ahead with the show. How are you guys feeling? You guys haven't given me your opinion about it. Should WWE move the event or just keep it going? What's y'all's feelings about that? I don't want this to turn into a political views conversation. I just want everybody knows what's going on in the world politically, regardless of what side you take or how you feel about it, right? I'm just curious as to what everybody's mindset is, knowing what's going on. Would you have WWE move the pay-per-view out of that region of the world, or do you say the show must go on? Patrick Palmer chiming in first. Yeah, they should move the event. Agreed, Patrick. My thinking is, did you see the tweet that TKO put out today? The motherfuckers don't care, man. WWE stands to make $50 million on this pay-per-view. So I guess that's what the roster's lives combined is worth to them. Jen coming in with an even stronger opinion. She wouldn't be our tribal queen if she didn't, though, right? She says shouldn't even have events there anyhow, in my opinion. But WWE's been in bed with Saudi for years, and she's correct. I tweeted today that I'm about ready to leave Twitter, uh, Patrick, due to the fucking stupidity I seen today. Everybody and their mama weighing in about Night of Champions. I don't mind people's opinions on what they think WWE should do, but it turned into a big political thing, right? What's really going on? Who's to blame? Trump this, Netanyahu that. If Kamala was elected, this, Joe Biden that, and it was just like, oh, fucking hell, bro. The fact of the matter is that there's some shit going on over there. The fact of the matter is Donald Trump told everybody he had no plans on attacking Iran, and 5 days later, he's on TV saying that they nuked a nuclear facility with a bunker buster. So, so with those things in place that we know are factual, I don't think it's wise. Now the talent are famous worldwide, so nobody's probably going to fuck with the talent. But there's production crew. There's all kinds of people behind the scenes that nobody knows that are just random people working for WWE. You're going to risk all those people's lives too. Then I think it was Raj Giri. Somebody was like, I know that Qatar is like 1,000 miles away from Saudi Arabia, or Saudi Arabia is 1,000 miles away from Iran, or some shit. That region in general, the airspace is so heavily guarded. Go find the clip of Jonathan Coachman today. Talk about what it was like when he went over to do one of the WWE tribute to the troop shows back when there was shit going on with us in the Middle East. He provides some pretty good insight as to what it was like. Yeah, Jen, it's wrestling, bro. I love how every wrestling fan, when they're on social media, is like a know-it-all, and they're like a master at any subject: wrestling, politics, music, finance. I just seen so much crap. I was just like, I don't know if I want to be a part of this anymore. Because it ain't about political views. It's about keeping people safe. And if we're sending nukes over to that region of the country, or we're taking out nuke with our our military fleet, it's probably not wise to fly any of our people over there. Ooh, ow! She landed nastily. Well, unfortunately, I agree with you. That should have never happened. But we got the McMahons in office. We got this is what Vince ultimately wanted. He wanted to sit at the table with everybody. He wanted to feel like he fit in with all the big wigs. But he was just a wrestling promoter, but he wanted to be world famous. And to his credit, he figured out a way to fucking build wrestling to a point where it became a global thing. So for that, he'll always get credit from me, but he's a stooge. I'm gonna go get my French fries. Chat. I'll be right back. I'm talking to like 3 people, but there's more people in here. Everybody, who's all in the chat? Type type to me. Say hi. Throw the one up. Tell me where you're from. Do I know you? Are you new to my channel? If you are new, welcome. I'm glad to have you. Feel free to weigh in on the discussion. If anybody really has balls and wants to come up in the box next to me and wants to talk about it, I'd love to have some company. I would love to hear people's opinions directly with their own voice. So if anybody would like to pop in and say what's up to me, let me know in the chat. Also, if you have TikTok, I'm about to start live streaming on TikTok, probably within the next 2 weeks. And my handle for my TikTok channel is, I'll type it in the chat. If you want to find me on TikTok, you can find me here. And that's on TikTok at Hula Grim with 2 R's. I have no idea what this message says. Jen, back to your previous comment. Can't mix politics with pro wrestling. It's just nuts. I don't like mixing religion or politics with anything. It just doesn't end well. Starts arguments. It creates division. Turns friends into enemies. She put 2 chairs over Bailey, and they call that burial. Is Lyra wearing shorts or is that a miniskirt? I'm genuinely intrigued because if that's a miniskirt, that's crazy short. Oh my god. Bailey threw Lyra in the way that sliding kick, a baseball slide. I was gonna say if those aren't shorts, that's one of the shortest miniskirts I ever seen. I don't know how she ain't feeling a little drafty down there. Lyra. So this is gonna be a 3-way. This is stupid. This is so stupid. Yeah, Corey Graves. This is beyond ridiculous. This is dumb. Oh my god. If I was a fan that bought a ticket, is Lyra Valkyria fucking retarded? She didn't get caught up in it all. She knows she's a fucking pro wrestler. You mean to tell me that she doesn't know that she gets in the ring and starts punching on somebody that the person's going to get disqualified? Come on, man. Oh, I'm fucking irritated. So they needed to make Lyra Valkyria look like a blithering idiot to set up a triple threat. Is this shit almost over? How come Pat McAfee just quit appearing on the shows, but there's been no word as to why he's absent or where he went or if he's gone permanently or what? JB, I am too, but they made her. This was not a good look for her tonight, bro. I love Lyra Valkyria. I've really grown to like her over the last year or so. And tonight was not it, bro. Tonight was not a good look. What just happened? JD McSkillet. Oh man, dude, him banging his neck on the corner of that table. Shit, the fact he didn't snap his cervical cord in his neck, bro, is a miracle. If he didn't have that giant cranium with its, he's got his cranium has its own orbital pull. JD McForehead. I like that he just put Finn Balor over. That was dope. I don't want to put this into the universe because I don't want it to happen, but I'm genuinely surprised that WWE hasn't paired Sheamus, Finn Balor, and JD McDonough together in a faction. It's like an Irish trio. Because Vince McMahon is Irish, right? So I figured that would have happened. One half of the women's tag team champions and cut to commercial. Cool. So Raquel didn't even get her name announced on TV. They cut to commercial. Wow. I got to see what JD's saying about tonight. I know I put it out there in the universe. I lied. Oh, JD made a good point. Why the AJ Styles Dom match is off. Somebody doesn't want to go overseas. This show's all over the place, bro. So JD seems to think that the show should go on, I guess. Called me an idiot because I was one of the 2,000 people that liked the tweet that he's referring to that said was liked by 2,000 fucking idiots. At WrestleMania, WWE will move WrestleMania out of New Orleans, but won't move Night of Champions out of Saudi when there's a war going on. 2,000 people liked it, and JD called everybody idiots, and I was one of them people. Cool. I guess he likes having idiots be his moderators, though, huh? Crazy. Where's Ludwig? Oh, Rhea's wearing clothes? Crazy. She's not singing her own theme song? Crazy. Go. With Chad Gable and Penta? Patrick? I didn't notice Ludwig was in the last segment. I missed it. I told you she lost. Now they're going to pair Roxanne and Raquel as the champions because of the Freebird rule. If I'm wrong, I'll admit that I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's where they're going with this. Holy shit, Raquel is strong as fuck. God damn. Shit. Sheesh. Kahana bomb to Rhea Ripley. That was impressive. Good Lord God. Because Raquel's going to have no choice but to accept Roxanne in Liv's place. Because Roxanne's going to continually help her. Making it look like, she's trying to get on their good side. Then Liv Morgan's going to come back jealous as fuck. She's probably going to leave Judgment Day. Oh, JB, man, I fucked up bad last week, bro. I'm doing okay. As long as I don't eat sugar and I keep my carbs to a minimum, and for the most part I'm eating cleanly, I'm not feeling any pain. But yeah, I missed my doctor appointment last week, bro, on some dumb shit, and I had waited 3 months for that appointment, and I'm not happy about missing that appointment. So I'm still I still don't have any. I mean, there's not really going to be anything the doctor's going to say other than take some X-rays and tell me just to do what I've been doing. So I don't feel like it's that important, but I'm very mad that I missed the appointment because I'd waited a long time for it. But I appreciate you for asking, man. Uh, it's a weird thing because you don't know if they're still in you or not. Like, how do you get rid of them other than passing them? Like, I haven't. I'm pretty sure I haven't passed them. I don't know. It's a weird thing. WWE and law firms. What a combo. I thought she lost to Alexa Bliss for the qualifier. I'm pretty sure. Isn't that what JD said last week that Alexa Bliss won? Or am I tripping? I knew it was going to be EO. Are we getting EO Sky versus Asuka? She said see you at SummerSlam. So they just pretty much gave away the shit or what? Are we really getting Asuka versus EO Sky? Because if we are, sign me the fuck up. Wait, what? You guys didn't see this? No, I wasn't modding for JD instead of a doctor's appointment. No, I wasn't able to sleep. I was up for like 3 days straight. And the morning of my appointment, it was like 4 hours before I was supposed to go to my appointment. I fell asleep and my phone died. So my alarm that I had set didn't go off because my phone battery died. So that's how I missed it. Well, they just had a face off. They just had Jackie was going to interview Asuka, and then Io came and interrupted it and told her congratulations on tonight. And if she wins her match versus Jade, then it's finally going to be Io versus Asuka, like they always talked about in Damage Control. And Asuka looked at Io and said, "Yeah, but we're not in Damage Control anymore. See you at SummerSlam." So Jelly Roll is going to be on SmackDown. Jelly Roll looks like you can smell him from 3 blocks away. I'm sorry. Uh-oh. Are you still on commercial, guys? Rhea's talking to Adam Pierce. So we got. So they just made Rhea Ripley versus Raquel for a win. Night of Champions or Saturday Night Main Event or Evolution probably. Swiss cake roll, jelly roll, whatever. This is one of the greatest like rivalries of all time, in my opinion. And the fact that they're bookending it now is like so great because I felt like we didn't get enough of it back then due to backstage politics and Vince and Punk not getting along, and you know how it all played out. But the fact that we're getting like the loose ends tied up now and a finality to this rivalry is fucking awesome to me. I can't wait for this match. Let's see who's really going to wrestle like their true age. Who still looks like they can go, and who looks like they are raising children at home. Bro, you guys have to look up the clip that somebody made of Cena's pipe bomb and I mean of CM Punk's pipe bomb and Cena's pipe bomb and going next to each other back to back. Pretty awesome. It's a pretty freaking awesome piece of digital media that somebody put together. Oh, I'm getting chills for this, man. Kick him in the dick. Kick him in the dick. Into thinking that you're the best in the world. The Night of Champions. I love this feud. I love these two so much fighting each other, man. This whole promo package is dope. 10 a.m. Pacific time. Okay, so 8 a.m. is the countdown. 10 a.m. my time for Night of Champions is fucking stupid. I don't get how they can just blatantly advertise for this shit after what's transpired over there in the last couple of days, bro. That's crazy. I get it's a different country, but they're all around the same part of the world, man. And they all hate America, so why the fuck are we going over there? Vince got into bed with some dirty individuals, man. That's what it boils down to. That's so random. Oscar versus Jade Cargill and Queen of the Ring. I don't get it. Yeah, all about the money. But what's funny is that everybody is doing crypto now. Nobody's really backing the US dollar anymore. They've all dumped it. Oh god damn. Finally, we're at the main event, guys. It's almost over. One more match to live through. To suffer through. No, no, in your city. Just me, Oos. Hey, one ish. Me, Oos. You know who I remember had a similar entrance to this and never got over, and then they fired him? A little NXT wrestler by the name of No Way Jose. He had an entrance that got the crowd dancing and shimmying, and he was in the crowd coming out for his entrance. And I remember because I was at an NXT show, and he came down the steps and was giving everybody a high five, and I gave him a high five. So, uh, No Way Jose's got to be looking at this Jey Uso entrance and being like, "You motherfucking stealer, you thief." No Way Jose was doing it before you, Jey Uso. Triple H. I know it's Triple H because it's three noses. Oh my god. Throw out anyone not yeeting. That's actually hilarious, Jen. Holy shit. No one else better. Tell one it's just me. Oops. Alright, 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 alright. Uh, you remember him, Patrick No Way Jose from NXT? No way, Jose. No way, Jose. You remember that shit? I do. I can't forget it. Well, we got Slim Jim in the sponsor in the fucking wrestling mat tonight. Here's what I want to know. Oh yeah, Big Keister is always mad, bro. Big Dimply ass is always mad, bro. He be saying some stupid shit. Oh god, one more time. Oh god, who started the one more time? May you burn in hell for all eternity. Oh my Christ. Oh my god. Adrenaline in my soul, every thought out of control. Do it all to get them off their feet. Just start the fucking match. Jen, you hate wrestling so much you watch every minute of it. I've never met a person that watches both WWE and AEW and just shits all over all of it and never says nothing positive. It's so funny to me. If I could survive my baby's mama backing her ass up on me, bro, I'm not afraid of Big Kishi, bro. That's a fact. If I could survive a bonsai drop from that woman, no, I'm not worried about Rikishi. Jen. Jen, I haven't smoked since March. You're my kingdom now. You've gone from me. You took my dream, but not my name. You'll follow me to the end. I am my kingdom. I'll tell you this: if you participate and you sing along, it helps speed things up. It just does. And they still haven't started the fucking match. Damn. You'll follow me to the end. Wait, Jeff Bezos' wedding is costing $48 million. Why? Fucking. JB, that's a random question. Oh, Jen. Yes, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear this booking. Holy shit. Rate Wendy's Frosty. Like, what do you mean rate it? Rate it like, do I like it? Do I hate it? Are you asking me like to rate it 1 through 10? Um, I don't. Be a little more specific. Well, I'll just say right now. I loved I loved Wendy's Frosties as a kid. There's a Wendy's literally about 2 blocks away from where I live, and sometimes I'll get some fries and a Frosty still to this day. "97 people viewed my profile. What the? Come on, man. Cody Rhodes is using a Kimura on Jey Uso. Now he's an MMA fighter. What are we doing? JB, the Wendy's Frosty is. It's not really ice cream and it's not really a milkshake. It falls somewhere, I guess, in between to me. So, but it's definitely good. It definitely tastes really good. The last number of years they've been doing this. They used to only just do a chocolate frosty. That was it. 10 years ago or so, they got vanilla and they started doing vanilla frosties. And now for the last like 5 years, in the summertime, they come out with these new flavored frosties that are atrocious. But if you stick with the tried and true original chocolate, that's the best one. That's always been the best one. But if you ever had the chance to get one, definitely try it if you haven't. Does Cody have anything left? They've been wrestling for 3.5 minutes. What do you mean, does Cody have anything left? If he doesn't, then what the fuck is he doing in the main event? I just want to sleep, chat. I'm mad that JD referred to me as an idiot. Not personally, but anybody with that viewpoint that the wrestlers shouldn't go to over to that part of the world right now, being labeled as an idiot, it's not cool to me. And it makes me just not want to go into a stream. You got bitch clapped. Cody. Well, I just said I see the inside of my eyelids. Now here comes the force. This is awesome chant. It's like, who started this chant? They're sitting on the top rope. They're legitimately both on the top rope doing fuck all, and the crowd is chanting, this is awesome. It's going to cut to a commercial before they land. See? Why did they do that? Somebody help me. Somebody fucking help me. Michael Cole says, watch the impact. And then they show the slow-mo superplex. And then the screen goes black before they land. And you get to see the impact. Jesus fucking Christ. Shit. This Raw, I'm not going to lie, chat. Had I not gone on stream tonight, this Raw would have felt like 7 hours long. I'm ready to go night-night. And it's 7:23 in the evening for me. Oh, you guys are at commercial? Nothing's happening. They're in the ring just walking around. Jey Uso's bent over. Cody's kind of slowly pushing him into one corner. Now he's Irish whipping him. Jey Uso reverses it, and Cody's shoulder goes into the turnbuckle ring post. I mean, now Jey Uso's on the top rope. Cody walks over to him like a mark just to get splatted on by a cross body. And Cody kicks out at 2. You're not missing anything, trust me. Now they're both laying flat on their back in the ring, probably until commercial comes back, and then you'll see them on their backs both in the middle of the ring. And you'll be like, what did I miss? You literally missed nothing. And we're back. There's a sign in the crowd that says King Yeet. Oh God, are they gonna give Jey Uso King of the Ring? Oh no, they're not. Because why would he face Randy Orton? No, it's got to be Cody and Randy, right? It's got to be Cody versus Randy. But who comes out to? Who's gonna come out and attack Jey Uso? Or is Cody just gonna beat him clean? It's a me, Mario. Why are you saying that, JB? Are you playing Nintendo? I can't stop yawning, chat. I can't stop yawning. Oh, we got another. This is the second. This is awesome chant in the same match. Wow. Columbus, Ohio. I thought your standards were a little higher. My God. Michael Cole just referred to Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes as the best of friends. That's crazy. Jey Uso got a one love and a mullet in the same haircut. Super cutter from the top rope. If you look at Cody Rhodes' facial structure, just like when he was punching himself in the jaw right there, he looks like Thanos. Just saying. Just saying. The dude looks like Thanos a little bit in the face. Top rope again? What was that? Oh, look at him. He looks just like Thanos, does he not? Just the most generic face you've ever seen. Like no pronounceable features at all. Just like he's got an AI generated face. Oh my God. Jey Uso just took 2 vicious neck shots, bro. He beat him clean. He beat Jey Uso clean, huh? I know, Jen. It's cringe. Top rope, Cody Cutter, Crossroads, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Out the curtain lights go up, I'm home. Somebody's in the crowd's got a sign that says, "Where's little Jimmy?" Dude, he kicked Cody in the head, bro. I hope Jay's okay. Cody and Randy. So that's going to be leading us into SummerSlam, I'm assuming. Do we see Randy turn into old OG heel Randy doing dastardly deeds? Randy certainly is not winning King of the Ring, right, chat? Cody's winning King of the Ring then, right? To get his title shot against Cena. He looks like Thanos. I can't unsee it anymore. Huh. Is it? Is it okay? All right, it is. It's over. This live event has ended. I could not be more thrilled. I literally struggled to stay awake through that fucking match. 2 times my eyes closed, legitimately. And thank God I wasn't caught sleeping on stream because I've fucking done that a couple of times. Like just nodded off and then, oh shit, tried to play it off. But Monday Night Raw was a rough one tonight. I'm not gonna lie. Thank you guys for chilling with me today. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please hit the like and share buttons for me. What up, Billy? Yeah, Raw was I was just telling Chad, I don't know if you heard me just say it or not, but through that last match, my eyes were legitimately like closed 2 times. I was starting to nod off. And it's only 7:30 p.m. where I live. I'm never tired this time of day. I rarely sleep. my brain is like on just fucking Secure for Insomnia is watching fucking Raw sometimes, man. This Night of Champions is so fucking predictable, bro. This is what I don't like about the TKO era of WWE is every single one of these cards is predictable as fuck so far. Cody's gonna win Night of Champions, and then he's gonna get his title shot against Cena at SummerSlam. So we're doing Cody. Is there another? Is there a? There's a pay-per-view before SummerSlam, right? Or maybe there's no pay-per-view in July because. Oh no, this is What day is July 28th? Yeah, so maybe July there's no WWE pay-per-view because SummerSlam is August 2nd and 3rd, right? Oh, they announced that there's a ceasefire. If they've announced a ceasefire, that's good. I still don't think that they should send anybody over there, but that's just my thinking. And that has nothing to do with my political views or where I stand on anything. I'm really, if anybody knows me pretty good, I'm really, for the most part, anti-politics. Like, I feel like, they put that division, they put that line, pick a side, left or right, red or blue. How are we the United States of America if there's a line drawn down the middle and they're telling us to pick a side? Isn't that the divided states of America? So I don't care whether you're for or against, whether you like blue, whether you like red, you like left, you're left-handed, right-handed. I don't give a fuck about none of that, bro. It's all the same shit. If you do your research, the guys on the left and right are just puppets. You've got companies, BlackRock, Vanguard, and a couple others that own pretty much all of the world's major leading companies under their umbrella. This includes politics and politicians. The politicians are just serving their masters. Whether the people that are mad at Trump for sending the nukes to Iran, right? They want him impeached. They have no clue the ignorance that they're spewing by saying that, because had Kamala got elected, guess what? She's a Democrat. She's on the left. What president did we have before Trump was Democratic for 8 years? Oh, Barack Obama. Well, there's been a lot of video footage of him floating around on X today talking about Iran needs to be taken out. So, that's your answer. It doesn't matter that Trump sent bombers over to Iran to take out bunkers. Had Kamala won, she would have done the same exact shit. They've been talking about fucking with Iran for 20 years, at least. Netanyahu has gotten on American TV since the early 2000s claiming that Iran has the capability to produce a massive amount of nuclear weapons in a short period of time. He said this in the early 2000s. He said it in the mid 2010s. He said it in the late 2010s. He said it again the other day on TV. He has said the same load of bullshit for decades, that Iran's got nukes. Do you know that Iran has less than 600 military aircraft and vehicles in their military force? Do you know how many the United States of America has aircraft and military vehicles equipped with weapons? Over 15,000. I think it would be very stupid. They showed a video today of Putin meeting with somebody from Iran,
And Putin's saying that what the U.S. did was unprovoked and uncalled for, and basically that Iran has his support. So even if Russia backs Iran, let's say, and they combine all of their military jets and fighters and tanks all together, that's still less than 5,000 vehicles, and the U.S. has 15,000. Yeah, and the lefts are hypocrites too. They claim hypocrisy for the Republicans, but the lefts are hypocrites too because Biden gave $16 billion to free up sanctions, and then they listed a couple of other things that the Democrats did that helped Iran. And then they get on American TV, and then everybody says, we need to take Iran out. Or if the Republicans say take Iran out, then the Democrats are like, oh, it's unconstitutional. But yeah, but 5 years ago you were saying take out Iran too, when your people were president. So shut the fuck up. I think overall, like I said at the beginning, from a safety standpoint, the tension that's going on over there. You've all seen the clips, I'm sure, of the leader of Iran sitting there talking to that whole room of people, saying that if America wants to get involved, there's going to be grave consequences. And then everybody in that room erupts with Allah Akbar and death to America. And they scream it, they chant it like over and over and over again. I mean, you want to send people over there to put on a show? I don't care if it's Saudi Arabia and not Iran. None of the Middle East likes America. We've been fucking with their lands and bombing their women and children for decades, all while the government lies to the American people. Why do you think that no matter when a Democrat or a Republican gets elected as president, anything changes? Nothing changes. You ever notice that? Chat. It don't matter who gets voted in, chat. It really don't. And because of that, I'm for keeping everybody safe and for minimizing casualties, unnecessary casualties. Don't send them over there. There's no reason to. I don't give a fuck that you made a deal with the Saudis. I really don't give a shit. That. What's good, Otis? I was busting your balls earlier. I don't know if you heard me say it earlier or somebody told you, but I was jokingly saying that if you came in here to gloat about your OKC Thunder, I was gonna bench you. But I said congrats to your team, bro. Even though I put an asterisk next to their victory. But yeah, your guy Shea Gilgeous had a season unlike anybody I've ever seen. I mean, he racked up every award that you could acquire in all the matter of one season. It's fucking crazy. Um, it's wild. But yeah, I was just saying, like, fuck everybody's political beliefs. Twitter was a goddamn fucking shit show today, man. And the truth of the matter is none of us know what's really going on. And the truth of the matter is the politicians don't give a fuck about you, me, our families. Um, they want to surveillance us. They want to put us in their data logs. They want to watch what we're doing. They study us so they know what products to create that will go and consume in mass quantities that will earn them gajillions of dollars. That's what this is all about. I pray that there's peace because I don't want innocent women and children dying over there. I've seen the before and after pictures of Gaza. Um, it makes me feel sick to my stomach that I live in a country that literally pisses in our face and tells us it's raining. Um, it's weird to be proud to be an American because of the bullshit that I was taught as a kid and the feeling that it instilled in me and the proud feeling of being part, living in a world, in a country where we are free. And maybe at one time in the 80s, America was way up here and everybody else was down here. It's like Cena and Punk, right? And Punk being heel and Cena being face, and now the roles have reversed. That's what kind of being an American is in 2025. We're the heels in all of this, chat. I don't know if you know that, but like I said, if you do your research, and I'm not here to force a political belief because I'm aligned with no side. I'm aligned with the truth, and I want people to understand that there is no left and there really is no right. That's an illusion. And they create that illusion because that keeps us fighting each other and not the fuckers that are messing with us, carrying out their agendas. Yeah, this right here. Yeah, Halliburton snapping his Achilles last night in the first quarter was something awful, bro. I felt so bad for him. And it was kind of like, well, and I told my cousin, I said, well, now it's going to be a blowout in the second half. It was close at halftime, and I looked right at my cousin and I said, this is going to be a 20-point, 30-point blowout in the third and fourth quarter. And that's what the third quarter was, a complete whitewash, and that's what won OKC the game was that third quarter because they put it on them. How crazy. If you would have told me that OKC would get their first title without Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden, I would have never believed it, ever. Billy, you're in the military, right? You were or are? And like you said earlier, you've got friends that are in the military and stuff, so your ear is a little bit closer to the pulse of what's going on and shit. And a lot of soldiers know what's really going on, yet they still choose to put themselves on the line and fight for the country, which is wild to me. And God bless them. God bless all the brave men and women that think that they are working to make this place better. But they're also pawns. The military is also being used as pawns. The guys, the higher ups, even Trump is a pawn. I don't know if you guys realize this. From the president on down, we're all puppets and pawns in this play that we don't realize that we're casted in. If you've ever seen the Truman Show, it's exactly what we live in. Thank you for your service, Willie, aka Billy Baum. God bless you for that. But a lot of soldiers I see on social media, they know what's really going on. And they understand that the government is feeding everybody lies and bullshit. Oh, so you were at the beginning of the whole 9/11 shit going over there back then. That going over there now, it's like we've been at that shit going over there for so many, like 2.5 decades now. Like, it don't hit the same. Back then, right after 9/11, and then everybody getting shipped over, that was a scary fucking situation, bro. Like, I remember everybody being scared and nervous as a motherfucker. And to have to go over there with all that uncertainty and knowing that, the Twin Towers got bombed and whatever, and we all bought into the fact that it was terrorists. And then you come to find out, like, if you do your research on where Al Qaeda came from and all these terrorist organizations, they were all funded and created by the United States government. So whether you want to believe that or not doesn't really matter because that's neither here nor there. It actually is the facts. Oh, I bet, Billy. I know a guy that killed more people than he can count, and to this very day, he struggles. He sees the faces of all his victims. He says he remembers every face of every person he's killed. and he's got bad, he deals with some bad mental stuff up here because of what he went through over there. And God bless you guys for real, because I wasn't built that tough. I couldn't go over there and put myself on the line for something I know that is a big lie. And it's amazing how many people like don't understand the history of quote unquote terrorism. All terrorism has been United States funded. You can go look it up. It's not hard. Just people don't want to. I think it's hard for some people to accept and believe that we live in a country that's just lied to the entire world for decades and decades and decades. And so my only thing was tonight, I just wanted to get on here and talk a little bit about what everybody's opinion was of Night of Champions and WWE still going through with the show. And like, what would you do? Would you call the show off? Would you postpone it or reschedule it? I wouldn't send the wrestlers over there now. You know, Billy, you alluded to there was a ceasefire called today, which is good if that's the case. But Trump also said a week ago he had no intention of attacking Iran, and then 2 days ago dropped missiles on them. So you just can't believe anything you see on TV. Like even the news and like the politics and shit. Like how come we believe that, but then we watch a movie on TV or a TV show and we're like it's entertainment? Guess what? The news is a form of entertainment designed to instill fear into your brain, to keep you docile, to keep you subservient, to keep you afraid, to keep you going to work so that you can make money to pay all your bills, so that you can then go home from work and be with your family and turn on the TV and watch the news and be scared to come outside, be scared to go anywhere. People are of the mindset they just want to go home or they want to go to work and then they want to go home. Rinse and repeat. And that's all the news was designed to do. Why do you think everything is always a disaster on the news? When do they ever talk about anything positive going on in the world? Have they mentioned all the hundreds of kids that have been rescued from child sex slavery this year? I read that 200 kids just got rescued a week or two ago. Didn't see one thing about that on the news. Not one thing. Kind of like cancer, the disease cancer. Are they ever going to find a cure for it? Oh, they've had a cure for it for years, but there's no profit in the cure. Somebody comes in and ready to hit their grave and you cure them, they don't come back. But you keep giving them series of chemo, radiation, keep that money, keep that hospital bill racking up till it's in the hundreds of thousands. Yeah, the news is never positive, Palmer. Never. Oh, women get attacked. Somebody left their kid in the car for 2 hours with the windows up and the kid died. Fucking tornado here, natural disaster there, thousands dead, terrorist attack over here. It's just it's all negative. It's all to instill fear and make you think, holy shit, I just want to be at home with my family and safe. That's what they want. That's what they want. They want good little consumers. They want good little consumers. Oh yeah, I quit watching the news years ago, but obviously being a wrestling fan and having social media, the news will come through my feed to my For You page and on Twitter and stuff, and TikTok. So you can't get away from it, but I don't actively like search out the news to find out what's going on because it's all a lie. American media is trained to lie to the people. And that is a fact. What do you think, Billy? Would you postpone the show or move it back to the United States, or would you go on with Night of Champions how it is? Whoa! I got Cody Rhodes' theme song stuck in my brain now. We could recap Raw if anybody really wants to. Nope, go on. So you would go on with the show, really? You wouldn't postpone it or move it to America. You'd send the roster over there, huh? Okay. No answer is the wrong answer. I'm not here to argue with anybody. That's not what I would pick, but I respect everybody's opinion on what they would do. That's why I asked. I was just trying to gauge where everybody, in everybody that I mess with on social media in the IWC, I was just trying to get where everybody's thoughts were about that. That's why I asked. No, and I get you on that, but I'm just talking about specifically in terms of sending the talent over there to do Night of Champions. Given everything that's going on, you'd send them. We can't show fear to the world. Huh. I never actually thought about it that way, how it would be perceived if they did pull out Night of Champions. It would look like we were afraid, kind of. But I don't care about that. I'd rather look afraid and not risk their lives. Do you remember when they went to Saudi Arabia a couple years ago and they got detained by the Saudi prince and the Saudi prince wouldn't let the plane take off? Oh yeah, you're fine. Your opinion's good, bro. Like I said, there's no right or wrong answer. There's no right or wrong answer. I just don't like being called an idiot for my opinion because somebody doesn't agree with me. And I'm not saying that you did because you didn't, but our guy JD thinks that people that think that the show should be moved back to America are idiots. So it is what it is. And it's fine. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. If everybody had the same opinion, the world would be a boring place. That's what the whole agenda is of this whole new world order that they're trying to implement. And I think that what they're doing is they're just trying to dismantle each entity of Saudi Arabia because they all kind of do their own thing apart from each other. But they all want to be separated from the Western world, and the Western world is trying to get everybody to be united democratically, right? Democracy. They want democracy everywhere. Well, they want everybody globally to think the same, to buy the same, to earn the same. Where's going to be the diversity in that then? If everybody thinks and acts the same and nobody has a difference of opinion, I don't know. It just seems like a boring place. They're just trying to make the world into a place I don't want to be a part of, man. Because it wasn't how things were meant to be. People should be able to disagree and talk about it and not turn toxic, not become enemies, not be at odds with one another. You can still have peace and be united and have differing views and beliefs. You just at the end of the day have to have one common belief that the main goal is peace, however it is, and it's going to take both sides to compromise with each other to come together. But what this country really desperately needs is to get rid of the line that's drawn. Get rid of the left and the right. Get rid of the red and the blue. Or change the name of our country to the Divided States of America, because there's nothing united about this nation. There's nothing united about us at all. All I do is see my fellow countrymen on social media day in and day out talking shit to each other, threatening each other, saying how one belief system is fucked and their belief system is right, and vice versa. And it's a shit show. And I'm sick and tired of it. I was sick and tired of it when 9/11 happened, and 24 plus years later, I'm I'm beyond sick to my stomach with it. There will never be world peace because there's no profit in world peace. It's just like I talked about the cure for cancer. If we attain world peace, that the only way that would ever happen, like, and somebody declares that there's world peace now, that means all of the governments and politicians have been taken out. Hey, where you been, bro? I've been live for 3 hours. You doing good? Thanks for stopping by and saying what up. Did you watch Raw? I almost fell asleep twice in that main event. It was a rough watch tonight for me. This Night of Champions thing is too predictable. These little mini PLEs are fucking stupid. They're a waste of time, and they risk getting the talent injured. I wish we just went back to having 4 pay-per-views, maybe a 5th. Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, Survivor Series, SummerSlam, and maybe one other one. But those main 4. Oh, watching Jesse and Issa, yeah. I got you. It's crazy. Crazy times we're living in, but yeah, I like to be on the side of safety, so I wouldn't feel safe sending everybody on the roster over there in that part of the world given the political climate of what's going on now. But that's just my opinion. Some people feel the same way, other people feel like the show must go on and send them over there, and I respect that. I respect that opinion. Show. Check Twitter real quick. JD just went live. How do y'all feel about John Jones retiring? Do you think it's legit, or do you think it's like a stunt and that he's going to come back in a few months? What's funny is my generation was saying the same thing about 9/11. Doesn't want to fight Aspinall, yeah. Yeah, I get that vibe too. But I also get the vibe like he's just playing games. And it's all just marketing and publicity for him to eventually have the fight with Tom Aspinall. So we'll see. But I do know that John Jones has also been implicated in some sort of lawsuit with a woman. as well, so that might factor into why he decided to retire. Tom Aspinall is the interim UFC heavyweight champion. Patrick, British guy, and he wants to fight John Jones. He was scheduled to fight John Jones at the end of the year for the undisputed heavyweight championship, but Aspinall's been on the record for the last year saying he wants John Jones really bad and earned the right to fight him. And then once we got to this part of the year, John Jones announces that he's retiring. He ain't taking the fight. So good old TKO, just swerving everybody. What's with all these lawsuits? All of a sudden, these people are monsters behind closed doors. I'm starting to wonder if that is like really real or what, because now it's getting a little out of hand because there's so many of them. Like I seen Fat Joe's getting sued for some how do I say it, for doing inappropriate things with minors and forcing some of his entourage to do inappropriate things with underage females, and that's crazy. I'm like, Fat Joe. The last time Fat Joe was relevant was when he did Lean Back, right, chat? Like the fuck, Fat Joe's in a lawsuit. Like, where the hell's he been hiding? I mean, he does a podcast, I think, or something, but that doesn't mean he's relevant. I ain't heard a peep about Fat Joe in years, decades even. Crazy. I think he's being sued by his former bodyguard. His former bodyguard is saying that he forced him to do stuff with underage groupies or fans, I guess you call them. I don't know. But it's definitely strange times, man. Stranger things, for show. Tons of lawsuits. I'm like, so if you're rich and famous, you turn into like what? A sexual monster? Like, you would think with all that, with all the connections and all the money they have and the fame and the popularity, you could get anybody you want. Why do you need to go after teenagers? I can't figure it out. Are they forced to? Is it like some sort of ritualistic thing to be famous that they make you do, or maybe that's the only people that actually make it rich and famous because they study us so much. They know how we think and stuff based on how we tweet and the groups that we're part of and the things we buy online and at the stores. They track everything. So maybe you just have to be a certain personality type in order to be accepted into the rich and famous category. I don't know. Maybe they give everybody a certain test and they're looking for a specific score. And then those people that make that score are the ones that they give the opportunities to, or the record deals to, or the movie contracts to. Because I'm not going to lie, I grew up wishing I could be rich and famous too. I wanted to be a famous musician. And the older I got and the more I saw how corrupt the industry was, by the time I hit my 20s, I no longer felt like I wanted to be rich and famous. Too much for me. I have a conscience, and I couldn't fuck people over. I couldn't do dastardly deeds to other people just to be a millionaire. It's not in my DNA. It is definitely not in my DNA, chat. Sorry, I'm just refilling my drink. Non-alcoholic, just drinking lemonade tonight. Just been sipping lemonade the whole time. Yeah, you're right, Sinister. People who say that sacrificing isn't a real thing hasn't looked at history before. Yeah, rituals have been around since the beginning of time. Yeah. Yeah. I feel that. I feel that 100%. Goldberg said he's going to beat the fuck out of Gunther. Actual quote. Sorry, I'm just putting a tweet in JD's chat. I mean, a text. I don't know where I'm heading after I leave. Oh, hang on. Uh-oh. I don't know where I'm headed after I leave Earth. Pretty sure most people don't either. True. Do you believe that we go somewhere? Do you think we go somewhere? Or do you think we're just buried in the ground and that's the end? Yeah, I feel you on that too. I agree. I believe there's a creator. Who or what? Who knows? But I don't think all the vegetation, the food, the animals, humans, the abilities humans were given to do far more on a thought process level than every other creature on the planet. I don't believe all this shit happened on just because the dinosaurs died and a comet hit the earth. I don't believe that this all came about through osmosis. I don't believe that people crawled out of the ocean and grew legs and started walking. I don't believe that monkeys came out of the trees and lost all of their body hair and became able to talk and not act like savage beasts. I don't believe in any of that. But all life forms were created. I do believe that. Yeah, definitely not coincidental. Definitely not coincidental, Sinister. I agree with you 100%. Will we ever get the answers? Probably not. Maybe we find out when we die because there's an afterlife, and then we know once we die, okay, this is what it was all for. Yeah, I agree. Because if there's not an afterlife, then this is all a big waste of time. I, mm, it's hard to explain my beliefs on reincarnation because I feel like we existed in some form in a former life. But in terms of like, dying and then coming back as like something else, like if I die, do I believe I'm going to come back as like a frog or like a horse or another human? I don't really know how the reincarnation thing actually works, but I do believe that we existed in previous lives. Yeah, I've seen stories like that too. I've also seen pictures of like black and white pictures of people that existed like decades and decades and decades ago, hundreds of years ago, in like the colonial times, and then there's people on this planet right now that look exactly identical to people that lived like hundreds of years ago. So I always found that fascinating too. Oh God. Oh, what's up, Patrick? Thanks for sticking around, bro. Okay, well, JD said on the stream that he wouldn't go to Saudi Arabia if it was him, but all the people that like to tweet about TKO, somebody told TKO to do the right thing because I believe the tweet read, Triple H will move WrestleMania out of New Orleans, but won't move a pay-per-view out of an area where there's war going on. And 2,000 people liked that tweet, and I even commented on that tweet. And then JD quote tweeted it and said something about 2,000 idiots. But he just now said he wouldn't go. So I'm a bit confused. That feels like he's riding the line, like, and that's not usually like JD. And I'm not saying that's what he's doing. That's just how I'm perceiving his answer. As while I'm hearing him say he wouldn't go over there, it's confusing. Oh, JD is going off on Dave Meltzer right now. Holy shit. I agree with JD on that. That's a better way to look at it. Instead of expecting WWE to cancel the show, WWE should at least allow the talent the option to choose based on their political beliefs what if they want to go over to that show or if they want to go be a part of that show or not. And if they say no, they shouldn't be punished. Yeah. For real. Someone said they'd be shaking like a dog shitting out peach seeds flying over there. Egregious. Oh, here, let me get your comments up here. Treat everyone with respect and kindness, man. Question everything. He's not hurt. Dominic's not hurt. It's it's either because of the Night of Champions situation or storyline direction change why the Dominic AJ match got canceled. It very well could be storyline change because of Liv's injury. Yeah, it's like a house show. But then you've got Cena and Punk for the main event on a house show. Oh, that's what happened with Alexa Bliss. She beat Charlotte Flair, then had to fight Asuka and lost to Asuka in the qualifier, the next round of the qualifiers. Okay. I got confused because I was like, I swear JD said Alexa was advancing. That must have been 2 weeks ago, though. I know you're not trying to get political. I'm not political, bro. I don't vote. I don't pick a side because I know it's a shit and pony show. And I see clearly through the bullshit. Clearly through the bullshit. I've seen clearly through political bullshit in this country since I was 16 years old. My third eye got opened in 1996. 110%. And when you learn things, you can't unlearn them, right? So it's a blessing and a curse to be aware. I don't want to say awake because then that ties in with the whole woke agenda, and I'm not part of those fucking retards either. Um, I'm not woke. I'm awake. That's what I call myself. I'm awake. I'm awake to it all. I know what the main agenda is. I know who's really pulling the strings. I know that Donald Trump is a puppet. I know that Kamala Harris would have been a puppet. I know that the left and right is just put there for our distraction to keep us civilians at war with each other and not focus on the politicians that are really playing with our lives and monitoring everything we do so that they can rake in billions and billions of dollars off of us every year. That's what's really going on. So you're not in any trouble for your comments here, Sinister. I just think no matter what your age, the last 5 years has been a roller coaster with everything everybody's had to go through, you know? Wait till you get into your 30s and your 40s if you have kids and a family and the state of the way the state of the world is, and then then you'll understand the fucking roller coaster ride, bro. I wouldn't have a kid today in today's day. I got a good buddy of mine that just had a kid, and I couldn't imagine having a kid in 2025, bro. I wouldn't bring a life into this world. Not the state that we're in. I don't. Shout out to Jen. Shout out to JB, Odescent, Patrick Palmer, Sinister, Hellfire Kai, Yuri. Um, Everybody that came in and commented. I think there was a few that were watching that were lurking. Thank you to you guys too. Most people my age are just lost. I understand that people my age are at that age where they're still finding themselves, but I look around, most already aged 30 years and fly. That's good, bro. Not drinking and smoking is really good, bro. If you can get through to the if you can get through life in today's society without a vice, man, God bless. I know I sure can't. I'm not really a drinker. It's been a long time. It's been a few months since I've smoked, but I gotta have a drink every once in a while or a smoke every once in a while, bro. I mean, I got my vape, but I quit. Like I was off vaping for a year. I just picked it up like a couple. I hit my year anniversary this month, and then I also started again this month. So episode 100 for Tuesday Night Titans. Yeah, some people need to smoke it for medicine, bro. Some people have health issues and stomach issues and can't eat normally and shit like that. So I don't feel like smoking weed impairs you to a point where you can't function normally, especially once you're used to it. But um, yeah, drinking is can be a real problem. Can be a real problem for sure. You see, speaking of, you see my shirt? Fuck Seth Rollins' faction, man. Somebody needs to tell Sid Dro if he quit doing stupid little $5 super chats, and because he does multiple chats throughout the stream, right? So if he combined four of them, then it would go towards JD's goal. I don't know if he knows that or not, but save a bunch of $5 ones and just put them all together and do a $120 one and then send it, and it'll go towards the goal. Probably gonna end the stream, boys and girls. Thank you so much for chilling with me tonight. I appreciate all of you. There's no rhyme or reason to me doing these watch-alongs. I haven't got my shit together yet. I'm facing a boatload of problems in my real life, and I just needed to get on here today to escape. And I never know if people are going to show up or not, but you guys always usually do show up for me, so for that I'm very grateful. Thank you so much. I always have a good time. Thank you, Sinister. Yeah, a lot of people could be a mod for JD. It's not all it's cracked up to be, bro. Bro, if you know how to moderate, it's like a job, but most people just want to be JD's mod so they can have the power to kick people out if they want. And that wears off really quickly. But yeah, anybody could really be a mod for JD. But that's all up to JD. He decides who he wants to have moderator and who he doesn't. So I have no control over that, unfortunately. Oh, you're a mod for Issa? Oh yeah, that's right. You are. I love Issa. I don't watch her nearly enough. It's just hard to get to everybody. Yeah, I got you, Sinister. It's hard, especially like I'm doing a watch along, Otis is doing a watch along, East is doing a watch along, Jesse's doing a watch along. Uh, Plus, all the other usual main guys that do their watch alongs. It's just impossible to watch everybody, so I just get on here to just speak my shit, say what's on my mind. Like I said, I'm not getting paid for this. I'm not like JD. Like I'm just doing this because I've loved wrestling my whole life, and it's never left me. Like most boys, it leaves them when they hit puberty, when they hit high school, and then they're on to the NFL or UFC or whatever else, and they don't fuck with wrestling really. My love for wrestling never left, man. Don't know why. Don't know why, but that's what it is. I appreciate you for popping in, Sinister. It's always good to hear from you, bro. You're always messaging me, asking me how I'm doing and shit, and for that, I thank you so much because you're really one of the only ones that keeps in constant contact with me. For whatever reason, that's pretty big of you, especially given the age difference between us. So I appreciate you, brother. You too, man. I'll see you if you're in JD's and on Twitter and stuff until I decide to do this again. But uh, yeah, I think that's why we connect is because of the whole can't deal with humanity on a regular basis, and then every once in a while you come across somebody that understands that mentality, and then you kind of like gravitate towards each other. So sometimes age, is just a number in certain situations, and just because someone's older doesn't make them better than someone younger, and vice versa. Like, we're all just people at the end of the day. So I just try to find people that are like-minded and good-hearted and just true people. Nobody with an agenda or trying to get over on somebody, or I don't. It's pretty easy to see through bullshit and to see through people and whether they have true intentions or not. So yeah, old soul for sure. Yeah, there's not a lot of 22-year-olds that can hold me in conversation, but I can tell you're a thoughtful guy and you think about things. So regardless of if we agree politically or whatever, I mean, maybe it just so happens that we do think similarly, but even if we didn't, the fact that you can just sit there and talk to somebody that much older than you and try to find common ground and try to relate to them or at least understand their side of the story or whatever is real commendable. Not a lot of 22-year-olds can do that. You the one been hiding in here not talking when I see a number in my screen and I only got like 3 people chatting, but it says like 5 people are in here. Oh, you little shit stains. Sinister, these two goons are my homies in real life. Hunter and Kayana. These two goons. I'm about to switch over to Call of Duty, so that's it for me, boys. 10 minutes shy of 4 hours. I'm out. Thank you guys. Appreciate you.